Hi guys, it's Azure. Welcome back to Forbes Road Produce. This morning I made a live video while I was at the stand talking about the fruits and vegetables, snacks for kids for back to school, back to work, we're back to getting into routines. I brought home a watermelon, 2 pineapples, some blueberries, a mango, kiwi, and I'm going to just show you. I said this morning I was going to make an instructional video on how to chop up the fruit. I've already kind of done that. Just in the interest of saving time, I am going to show you how to chop up this pineapple. I brought home 2. They're 2 for $6 this week. Watermelons are 2 for $5. I brought home a pint of blueberries. They were $2.50 for a pint, so I brought those home. I brought home 3 kiwis. They were 3 for $1. And I brought home 1 mango because Pagan's the only one who really likes mango in our house, and they're 75 cents each this week. So, like I said, this morning I used the Rubbermaid containers. I make my fruit, I chop them up, I put them in this, I put them in the refrigerator. The kids can graze on them. For lunches this week, I'll use these little Rubbermaid Gladware. Gladware makes its one, it's about this size. Works really well in a lunchbox. For adults who may want a little more, I know in my lunch I use the mason jars. I use the half-pint mason jars. So with that being said, I know a lot of people are really intimidated on pineapples. So I'm going to show you how to chop a pineapple. Pre-COVID, we used to offer pineapple samples at the stand, and everybody loved them, and they always said, I'd really like to have a pineapple, but I don't know how to cut it. So these days, nobody's really asking how to cut the pineapples. I occasionally get a customer who will say, I don't know how to cut up a pineapple. Pineapples are really, really simple. So on my cutting board, I'm going to cut this end and then stand it up. It's easy peasy. So if you want to plant this and grow a new pineapple, fabulous. If you don't, that's fine too. I just keep a little trash bucket next to me, or a trash bowl. It just makes all this kind of simpler. You can bring your garbage can close to you. I'm pretty sure none of y'all wanted to see my garbage can, so a bowl works, right? I hope everybody's having a really nice Sunday. So I stood my pineapple up, I cut it in half. I've got 2 halves. Each half gets cut again to make a quarter. From here, we can cut the core of the pineapple. If you have one of those pineapple coring things that slices and does your pineapple, fabulous. If you do not, this is the easiest way that I know of to cut it. Maria at the stand cuts pineapple and watermelon a lot. She's really good at it, and she can do it really fast. I'm a little slower, which is why I've already done one of them for us. I make slices and then cut them down the middle, and then hold my knife and it comes right out. So I'll show you on the next one. So here's my quarter of my pineapple, right down the middle to get the core. And then, like I said, I'm just going to go down with my knife to make slices. I could leave them this. If I wanted to leave them big chunks, I could just start cutting from here. Because it's for the kids and it's going in lunches, I'm making them a little smaller. So I just slice down the middle and then use my knife and just cut them off. So it works great. I'm sorry about making the video at my house, but as I told y'all this morning, I usually prep on Sundays. We do a lot of food prep here at our house. It's a lot easier with the 2 jobs. So it's just a lot easier to prep, and with the teenagers and their sleep patterns and summertime, I'm trying not to let them graze all day on chips and cookies and all that other stuff that's really bad for them. I like to have stuff in the refrigerator that's a little bit healthy for them to grab. So that is why I cut up the fruit. I also like to take the fruit in my lunch. And it makes it really easy when it's already prepped. I prep a lot of stuff. I prep breakfast burritos. I prep baked chicken through the week, chopped kale salad. We carry kale. I don't know if you guys have ever had one of those chopped salads from kale salads from the chicken restaurant that's closed on Sunday. But we can do an imitation kale salad. You can prep it. It's pretty delicious. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. Oops, I just dropped a piece. That was not good, but that's okay. So that's 2 pineapples chopped up. I'm going to do watermelon on the other side. Watermelons are also, I kind of do it the same way. We chop it on this end. Uh-oh, that watermelon is looking kind of pink. I did not bring home a spare. And then we just cut it this way, just to kind of peel off. So, and guys, honestly, when it comes to watermelon, I use the pick and pray method. So, and then I joke that if it is not a good watermelon, God obviously does not want me to have a watermelon that day. Other people listen for hollow sounds. They do all kinds of crazy things. People used to ask if we still plugged watermelons. I didn't honestly know when I started at the fruit stand what plugging watermelon was until I had people explain it to me. This watermelon is not, well, it's really pretty red on the inside. I'm going to kind of taste it just to see where we're at. If it's sour, then I'll have to get another watermelon. Watermelon, unfortunately, is one of those things like you never know. They can be, you can take 3 of them out of a bin and 3 of them be fabulous, and 20 in the bin not be fabulous. So I'm just going to trim all this light pink off. And from this point, since I already have it like that, I'm just going to slice it this way. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to slice it the other way just to get my cubes. I'm going to pull this piece out here in the middle. It's really pink on that side. It is a lighter pink watermelon, but it does have a really nice flavor. It's very crisp. So if you're looking for a softer watermelon, this is not going to be it. But since it does have a decent flavor, I'm going to go ahead and put it in my food prep thing instead of worrying about trying to go back to the stand and get another one. I don't live very far from the stand, but I'm not going to drive back and get another one. It's also getting later in the day, and I just want to get my food prep done. So where this is, like I said, it does have a decent flavor, even though it's not like a super bright red. I'm going to roll with it today and keep going. So I have these slices. As you can see, they're like this. I'm just going to cut them in half just to make them a little bit smaller. You might want to make them a little bit smaller if you have smaller kids. Mine are teenagers, so they'll be all right with some bigger slices. So, and that is just kind of going through the motions of the watermelon. Like I said, it's not hard. It doesn't take long. The biggest thing right here was the being surprised by the pinkness inside. So some people are not going to want a crisp watermelon. They're not going to want it pink, and that's fine. It's a matter of taste and prerogative, like I said. If it was not sweet, I would have went back and got a different watermelon. But where it does have a nice flavor and to save time, I'm going to just roll with it. If this ever happens to you and you're not happy with anything you buy from us, if you just shoot us a message on Facebook and let us know. We always want to take care of our customers. So we will definitely, you can throw this in, if you're not happy with, if you've got a watermelon like this and you're not happy with it, throw it in a bag, bring it back to us. We're gonna be happy to replace that for you. In the event that you live far away and can't make it back in a day, shoot me a message on Facebook and I'll save your name. And the next time you're in, I'll be happy to make it right. So I've peeled off everything. I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier. I'm just gonna slice it this way. I have stack it up that way. That went well. It just fell right off. So I am making a bit of a mess here because I had to stop. But that's okay. What is a kitchen without a mess, right? Like I said, Maria can chop up a watermelon and pineapples in no time flat. She's had years of practice. She's fabulous at it. I hope you like and subscribe the video. If there's anything you particularly want to see us prepare or do, just let us know. We'll be happy to try to accommodate that. Like I said, really cool is the mamey. A lot of people always ask what mamey is. Mamey is a fruit. It looks like a sweet potato inside. So I think on Wednesday I'm going to post a mamey video. I mix mamey with vanilla ice cream and I make a mamey milkshake and it's delicious, delicious, delicious. So I'm going to leave this for a second and I'm going to come over here because my container is pretty full. So on top of this, I'm just going to throw my kiwi that I've sliced up. I'm going to pause for a minute. I'm going to take a brief recess. I'm going to clean up my mess here. And then I'm going to show you how to do the mango and the kiwi. Okay, so with kiwi, there's a couple of different ways to do kiwi. People do it different ways. I do it pretty much the same way I do the watermelon and the pineapple. I cut both ends. I have seen people take spoons and put a spoon in like this now at this point and kind of rub the spoon around. That is not my favorite method, just so you know. It works, as you can see. The riper your kiwi is, the softer it's going to be, so it can, if it's too soft, I don't like it like that. I usually will use a peeler. So, and then once you have the peel off, just take your knife and you're going to just go down and slice it. I find that